You know what? I just finished watching the Madam C.J. Walker story. This is on Netflix, okay? And it stars Octavia Spencer, Tiffany Haddish. You also have, what's his name? What's the guy's name? The black guy that all black women love. Blair Underwood. Blair Underwood. Blair Underwood is in there, and you also have people like a Bill Bellamy and some other characters that you're familiar with. But to start out, you know, Madam C.J. Walker, I never knew her story to be about hair care products. I don't know what I knew it was, but we learned about Madam C.J. Walker back in, grade school? Yeah, Madam C.J. Walker. So apparently this show follows her rise from being an apprentice, pretty much, to a hairstylist, somebody who was a hairstylist and was knowledgeable about treating African American hair. Now, this person was someone who was not a full African American descent, and so that alone raises question, right? It's like, well, if you're biracial, then your hair is nothing like what this fully black person hair is like. You know what I mean? So like, it's already some controversy in there, and so but this biracial person decided to develop a product that was going to help grow the African American hair. Did it work? It did. It did. It worked. So the biracial lady walked in and tested her hair care product on Madam C.J. Walker. Now let me tell you guys that Madam C.J. Walker, that's not her real name. Her real name is actually Sarah, okay? She took that name from her husband at that time. Her husband's name was C.J. Walker, and so she became Madam C.J. Walker. This is just a little insider information if you didn't know, because I didn't know, and I know I'm not the only one. Some of y'all didn't know, okay? Some of y'all didn't know. Anyway, so she took that name from her husband and she made it into like basically a corporation. Along the way, she got sidetracked. There was just so much stuff going on. You know, she got sick and she came down with some sort of illness, and she wanted her daughter being Tiffany Haddish. Yep. Tiffany Haddish played Octavia Spencer's daughter in the Madam C.J. Walker story. Yeah, I think she did a great job. You have people like Funky Dineva online basically trashing Tiffany Haddish for her appearance in the Madam C.J. Walker movie on Netflix. I beg to differ. I disagree. I think Tiffany Haddish was appropriate for the part. I think she fit in quite well. Her acting was superb. Superb. Okay? Give it up. Her acting was superb. And I can even go so far as to compare her acting to, well, you guys know The Color Purple, right? Oscar winning, like, you know, The Color Purple. This is Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, Whoopi Goldberg, you know, Danny Glover, just so many people in the movie, right? It was a hit, and it's a staple in the community. If you know, you know, right? The Color Purple. Remember Whoopi Goldberg and how she looked? Whoopi Goldberg played like a 14-year-old at that time. Whoopi Goldberg looked at least 30 at that time. To me, I'm just saying. To me. And so, if I'm comparing the two, and I think they're quite comparable to each other, and I think you need to keep The Color Purple in mind when you're thinking about Madam C.J. Walker. If you can compare the two, Tiffany Haddish in the Madam C.J. Walker story was no different from a Whoopi Goldberg in The Color Purple. I'm just saying, you get the same kind of feeling from the two, okay? And so, bravo to Tiffany Haddish, you did that, okay? You did that. It was a great thing to see, because I remember Tiffany Haddish from Girls Trip, and if you guys can recall Girls Trip, Tiffany Haddish was a vulgar, super uber vulgar, straight up just like just rude, raunchy type of chick in that movie, right? And then to see her switch it up and give us something polar opposite from that in the Madam C.J. Walker story was quite admirable. So thank you, Tiffany Haddish. You did that. You did that. And we appreciate it. We can appreciate it, okay?